Hey guys, and welcome to Jay's Nest. Today is another Speedfold Friday. A Speedfold Friday is where I take a random topic from my brain and we talk about it while I speedfold some cloth diapers. Sometimes these subjects have to do with cloth diapers, sometimes they don't. I usually try to make it a little circle of life thing where I lead it back to cloth diapers, but the subject can vary from anything because my thoughts are kind of crazy. And if you guys follow my channel, you probably know that I have a lot of word vomit. I have a lot of random thoughts. But today's topic, we're going to talk about a few different things. There are a lot of things I want to talk about, but today I'm just going to keep this talk specifically cloth diaper related. I'm sure you read the title already, and this video is about why you should stop looking for the perfect cloth diaper. Now, to make the perfect cloth diaper a short term, we're going to call it the Goldilocks diaper. If you're familiar with the story of Goldilocks, she tries some porridge that's too hot, some porridge that's too cold, and then there was porridge that was just right. So the idea of the Goldilocks diaper is just finding the perfect cloth diaper that's perfect for you. And so there are a few problems with this whole culture of finding the perfect diaper. And then I feel like this video will kind of round out that final thought of why you should stop looking for the perfect cloth diaper. So the first reason why I think you should stop looking for the Goldilocks diaper is because it's exhausting. I have cloth diapered my 3 younger children in the past 4 years. I've had 3 children and within a 3.5 year time frame. And they're not the only children I have. I also have some older children. And it can be exhausting to constantly look for the perfect cloth diaper. There was a point where I was cloth diapering 3 children at once. And so finding a perfect cloth diaper for all of those children is exhausting. Not only did I have a perfect cloth diaper for all of them, the perfect cloth diaper changes every few months. So it's like I'm constantly on the search for something that's perfect. And I feel a lot of the times as a content creator here on YouTube, I'm always asked that question, like, what's the perfect cloth diaper? What's the best cloth diaper? What cloth diapers do you think are the best? And, you know, I honestly kind of don't like answering that question at all because, you know, the diapers that I like or the diapers that I use aren't perfect. I try to make a point with that when I make reviews that all diapers come with their pros and cons. There's no such thing as a perfect cloth diaper. In fact, I'm so exhausted with looking for the perfect cloth diaper that I just kind of gave up on trying and finding the perfect cloth diaper. Right now, I'm just using what I have in my stash and I'm kind of content with it. I don't feel like getting something different because what I have works. The diaper fits and the diapers absorb enough for my children, and right now that's good enough for me. And you know, I'd love to give you guys a recommendation or a list of all the perfect cloth diapers in the world, but I just really don't think that exists. Even the diapers that I use or the diapers that I like, they also have their cons to them, and I totally see why some people don't like them because there are some features or things about the diapers I use that I don't like. And constantly searching for a perfect cloth diaper is exhausting. I've spent way more money than I'll ever admit on cloth diapers from buying and selling and trading diapers over the past 4 years, and it's just been a constant thing for me. Diapers are constantly in and constantly out, and if I want to think about this from a different perspective, an outside perspective, I'm wasting a lot of energy, I'm wasting a lot of resources, I'm wasting a lot of time, packaging, plastics, because all of these polymailers are made with plastic. If I use tape, that's more plastic. So I'm trying to be a little more mindful of my waste. Now I know that's not relevant to everybody, and I totally get that because, you know, caring about my waste hasn't always been important to me either. It's kind of just been a slow evolution. I didn't get into cloth diapering because I wanted to live a sustainable life, but now I'm to the point where I want to own my own farm and grow my own food and have my food be sourced more sustainably. I want to grow my own herbs and make my own salves because I want to be more sustainable with the way that I live. I want to can my food so I don't have to buy canned food at the store, you know? Like, it's been a really strange evolution, but a really beautiful evolution, and an evolution I'm really proud of for myself. But it's taken years for me to get to this place, and it'll probably still be a few more years before I can live out my dream of having a farm and growing food for myself and my family. But searching for that Goldilocks diaper is exhausting. But I think another thing that comes with the Goldilocks diaper is the fact that it brings you close to a community of women. There are so many great communities in the cloth diapering world. If you go to like Facebook, they have brand specific groups. You know, there's a Grovia's family group, there's a Petite Crown family group, there's a Mama Koala group, there's a Bum Genius Mob, there's a Thirsties Groupies. Is it called Groupies? Thirsties Groupies group. There's a Smart Bottoms Smarty Pants page. There's a page for pretty much every group out there, or every brand out there. And within those communities, you're gonna find women, you're gonna find moms that you really connect with, you're gonna find some really kind people in those groups. You're also gonna find some really shitty people in those groups. There's definitely a whole group of shitty people in the cloth diapering community, and that's expected in life because they're shitty people in life. In fact, I've been a shitty person. I'm sure you've been a shitty person to someone too. In an aspect, we're all kind of shitty people sometimes. But within these groups, you're gonna find some amazing moms. You're gonna find a lot of support and community within these groups. And I think sometimes, you know, when you're in the mindset of buy all the diapers and, you know, getting all the limited edition prints, you become close with these moms. It's a weird type of bond. It's hard to explain. It's very materialistic if you look at it from an outside view. It's very consumeristic, but like on an emotional level, it gives you a bond with a community that's kind of indescribable. And if you've seen the evolution of my channel and the evolution of my stash shots, you see that I tend to hoard diapers. I tend to collect a lot of them, but in a way, it keeps me connected to you guys, especially now that my channel has grown a lot. I feel like my stash connects me with you guys, that my diapers connects me with you guys. It holds a very special piece of my heart, and it connects me with lots of other moms. And I think that's one thing about cloth diapering that is so unique, especially compared to disposable diapering, is that these little poop catchers can really connect you with a community of women, and you have something to bond over, and it's something so weird and so silly, but it's kind of indescribable. And so I can understand the mindset of searching for that perfect diaper and getting into these communities and buying all the diapers, all the limited edition prints, and all the exclusive prints, because it helps connect you to a community. It helps you feel like you're part of something. And I think there is an innate part of us that wants to be a part of something, that wants to be a part of a community, that wants to be in a tribe. We just want to feel connected and accepted. And I think a lot of us who are moms, we often feel isolated and disconnected from the world, or disconnected from people in our life, or disconnected from friend groups. You know, when I was a teenager, I used to hang out with friends every single day. And even back then, I was a mom. I had my oldest daughter a few weeks after I turned 16, and I still hung out with friends every day. But once I became a stay-at-home mom and I grew up a little bit, I've really isolated myself from friends. And cloth diapering has definitely pulled me into a wonderful community of women who will lift me up when I'm down, and I'll lift them up when they're down. So in a way, I totally understand why people want to look for the perfect diaper, or they want to collect all the diapers or buy all the diapers, because it gives you that sense of community. Another reason why I think you should stop looking for the perfect cloth diaper is because you're probably going to spend a lot of money doing it. You're going to waste a lot of resources by packing and shipping things and buying supplies. It uses energy, but then again, you know, that could also mean that you're keeping the post office employees employed with all of the stuff you're shipping out. But if you consider how much you bought the diaper for just to try it to see if you liked it, how much it's going to cost you to ship out, plus shipping supplies. There's also, if you go through PayPal, there's also fees associated with that, so you lose out on that, and you actually lose money. you're going to be losing money from fees and shipping supplies and just shipping costs in general. Shipping costs are just on the rise right now. So while it's fun to have kind of a revolving door stash where you have all these cute prints and then you sell them and you use that money to buy more things, you are losing money in between all those transactions by fees and shipping and all that stuff. And another reason why I think you should stop searching for that perfect cloth diaper, the Goldilocks diaper, is because it really doesn't exist. I mean, okay, it might exist for you. I mean, it's kind of rare to find a Goldilocks diaper that will be perfect for all of your children. You know, you have 5 children and it was a perfect fit absorbency for all of them through birth to potty training. It's very rare for you to find a diaper like that. You can make diapers work. You know, you could have pre-folds and covers and you can make them work with all of your children. Does it mean it's the perfect cloth diaper? Maybe. I mean, I guess it depends on your perspective. It could be perfect in the sense that you've reused it for 5 children or that it's held up for that long. But usually when people refer to a perfect cloth diaper, they're referring to the fit of the diaper being perfect, usually the trimness and the absorbency of the diaper, and how well it holds up, because sometimes diapers get significant wear over time. So those are usually things that people consider when measuring out if a diaper is perfect or not. And we're kind of in this cloth diaper culture where we're constantly perpetuating that everybody needs to try everything in order to figure out what they like. And I just think that mindset really perpetuates the idea that there's a perfect cloth diaper. And I think for people who are coming to cloth or are new to cloth, I think that's overwhelming. I know it was for me. I tried so many different brands. I wasted so much money in the beginning looking for a perfect cloth diaper. I had a lot of fun doing it. I've been doing it for years, but I've wasted years of my time before I realized that there's no such thing as a perfect cloth diaper. Years. I've wasted years of my life searching for a perfect cloth diaper. Maybe I'm just exhausted by the idea of a perfect cloth diaper. I'm not really sure. And at the end of the day, this is just my perspective and my experience. I know everybody has a unique experience with cloth diapering, and so I can't speak for everybody. Some people really do stand by the advice that you should try everything, and some people are all for that because they did that and they found a system that worked for them. So I don't fault anybody who has that mindset. Just for me and in my experience and how I feel about cloth diapering at this point, I really feel like it's not necessary to have a Goldilocks diaper. And not everybody cloth diapers to save money. So I mean, if you're cloth diapering because it looks fun and you want to be part of the community and you have a lot of money to blow, go find your Goldilocks diaper, girl. Go find it. It's out there. You're gonna have a lot of fun collecting diapers. I know I did, but I'm also kind of exhausted by it. There are a lot of fun things to be had in the cloth diapering world, and I think sometimes collecting all the diapers is part of that. And sometimes you have to collect all the diapers to realize you don't need all the diapers. I've kind of learned that the hard way. I've gone through a lot of phases where I just like splurge on stuff. I'm not feeling the urge like I used to. I'm not feeling the urge to buy everything that I think is cute. Because really, I've had a stash of over 250 diapers. It was way more than I could handle. It was way too much. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, goals, girl, goals. I'd love to have 250 diapers, but it's a lot of upkeep. More diapers, more problems. I think there is a sweet spot. I think not everybody has a sweet spot or searches for their sweet spot. And what I mean by sweet spot is the amount of diapers they have. So maybe you enjoy having 50 diapers for one child, or maybe you enjoy having 15 diapers for one child. I like to think that most of us do have a sweet spot of what we think is comfortable or what we think is doable or realistic. In my mind, all 3 of those things are different things. My ideal stash, what's doable and what's realistic, those are they all have different numbers to me as far as how many diapers are in my stash. Oh wow, this was really a word vomit, so if you stuck out to the end, I appreciate it. Sometimes I just don't know where I'm going with these talks, and sometimes it's just like really regurgitated information. I feel like a lot of my videos have been like that lately, just a lot of regurgitated information but with different titles. But there are lots of other subjects that I want to touch on, but I felt a little too nervous to talk about today. Things like mom shame and mom guilt, being a chameleon. That one is such an interesting, I was going to talk about that one today, but I didn't know how to title the video if I talked about being a chameleon. And what I'm talking about when I'm talking about being a chameleon is I refer to it as different masks. So when I'm around different people, I have different masks because I feel like I have to be different around certain people. But I heard someone say being a chameleon, and to me that made more sense. It's not so much that I put on masks for different people, but it's that I just kind of blend in with the surrounding, or whoever's surrounding me. So the type of energy that's around me, the type of people that are around me, the environment I'm around, really forms my personality in the moment. And I want to talk about that because I know I'm not the only chameleon out there. I think there are some other chameleons watching my videos. But just that word chameleon has definitely given me more insight on who I am and how I function around people and how I just want to be a person that doesn't need to camouflage with everybody. Like, I can just be myself, be my true authentic self around everybody. Even if people don't like me, I don't need a chameleon in my environment because I feel like someone might not like me. But we'll save that talk for another day. This is a long one, guys. Hopefully I'll cut this down. This one's a little long. But I appreciate you guys sticking out to the end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.